Okay, let's welcome back to the show National Border Patrol Council President Brandon Judd. Brandon, we're doing this story because it's pretty disturbing. It took one guy, a suspicious U.S. Border Patrol guy, to make the second largest bust of its kind ever along the southwest border. More than 3,100 pounds of methamphetamine, fentanyl, and other hard narcotics. Just one guy, with the help, I think, of some technology, he found it. And we're talking 66 pounds of fentanyl. That's a dangerous drug. One guy caught it.
Yeah, when you look at border seizures, when you look at things that are coming across the border at the ports of entry, it takes extremely good officers like this individual to see that something is not exactly correct, to dig deeper into it, and then, of course, to run the screens that are necessary to find the drugs. This one individual is responsible for saving, thousands of people's lives here in the United States, because if those drugs would have come across, if they would have made it to the streets, it would have been horrendous for those individuals. And again, when you look at this, I'm gonna circle right back to President Trump, because he has to get the credit for this. When he empowers law enforcement to do their job, we are then able to save lives, and we're able to protect the American public. And because he has empowered us to do that, we want to, and we go out and do the job every day.
Yeah, so this Border Patrol officer decided extra scrutiny was needed for a big truck. It was supposedly loaded with medical supplies and shipments of medical supplies last Friday. But then he said, wait a second, I want to take a closer look. This happened at the port of entry in San Diego. Okay, so that's happening there, and we've got drug seizures along the Canadian border up 1,000% since last year. You know, the fact that it was fentanyl in that southwest border drug seizure, as you point out, is really concerning. Is it correct to say that just 2 milligrams of fentanyl can kill somebody?
Yes, it absolutely can. Doctors have come out and said, and has talked repeatedly about how dangerous this substance is and how little it takes to kill somebody or put somebody in the hospital. We have to be cognizant of what is coming across our borders. We have to be looking at the border, and we have to be talking about it. If the American public isn't aware of it, our politicians ignore it. We have to be discussing border security on a regular basis.
We are now looking at a live shot of the president now at his rally in Florida. He is waving, and, he's got a big American flag right there. We're showing a live shot of what is happening right now in Florida. Joe Biden and a number of other leading Democrats, Brandon, are saying we will scale back, dial back the Trump administration's border security policies. The president wants to build on the achievements that he's gotten so far in about 3 or 4 years' time. So when you look at what the Biden campaign is talking about and what the president has done, can you explain what you're seeing from where you sit?
Yeah, absolutely. If I go back to the last 4 years of Biden as the vice president, everything on the border was just completely and totally not secure. We have to go forward. We have to move forward with policies that actually help us. When we look at substance, when you look at the debates, when you look at substance of policies, President Trump is winning, and the mainstream media will not talk about it, because if they give him credit for what he's done, they know that the American public's going to go out and vote for him. Instead, they downplay what he's done. In my lifetime, I've never seen a president not get credit for his accomplishments except for President Trump. And that alone would convict the mainstream media of bias against President Trump, because they will not discuss his accomplishments.
You talked earlier about how the administration has empowered border security to do things to protect the American people, saving thousands of lives from drug overdoses and addictions. So we're finding, the medical supplies, drugs hidden in there. We're covering this, hidden in the compartments, secret compartments in 18-wheel rigs. We found a commercial shipment of, I hate to say it, toilets. They had nearly $3 million worth of pots stuffed in a commercial shipment of toilets, I guess, headed to the, stores here in the U.S. So, drug cartels, it's pretty tough to fight them, Brandon. Take the final word here.
They're very innovative. They will do what they need to get their products across, and if we don't have the enforcement necessary, it's going to harm the American public. Let's keep going with the policies that help us.
Okay, Brandon, thanks for your service to our country, and thanks for joining us again tonight.